Hello, welcome back to Motorshed. I'm Steve Fox, and today we're taking a look at the 2019 BMW X3 M Sport. BMW's small SUV has been with us since 2003. Updated in 2018, the X3 now looks better than ever, and much closer to its big brother, the X5. Just look at it, so handsome, so grown up. Ah, it's time to have a closer look at this fine little SUV. I've had some sound issues while recording this one, so look out for terrible kung fu movie dubbing in places. Sorry. These LED headlights really set the front end off and illuminate the road nicely at night. You can also option these nice 21-inch alloy wheels, which really set the car off and give it that prestigious SUV look. You have an updated front end with larger grills. Being the M Sport, this one has much tastier bumpers. At the back, the lights have a nice chunky moulded look to echo the rest of BMW's new cars. They do look really smart, especially when illuminated. Practicality is at the rear then. You've got an auto tailgate with a button to lock the car afterwards as well, which is handy. You have a parcel shelf, which is very easy to retract. You can drop the seats via these levers here from the back, which is handy. There's also all of this space underneath the floor to store items that you don't want rattling around. Plenty tethering hooks in the back, including these slidable ones, which are really handy. Into the back seats then, and again you've got decent door cards, enough for a large bottle in here. One of the first things you'll notice is these levers on the side of the seats. This allows you to recline and sit up the rear seats to, I don't know, a few degrees I guess. So that is pretty much bolt upright as far forward as it'll go, but you can take it fairly far back at the sacrifice of a couple of litres of boot space. In here as well, you have a centre armrest with cup holders. That's pretty much your lot back here. Down here you have a 12-volt socket and controls for your rear seat passengers, heating and cooling. Nets in the back of the seats as well for iPads and sweets. The Isofix points are quite good because instead of having bits of plastic that you lose all the time, they just push in. Nifty little feature. Room in the back is pretty good. Gotta say, this seat is fairly far back in driver's position, so it's not shoved forward for demo purposes. This is how you would have it. There's plenty of leg room here. If I wanted to lean this seat back as well, hunker down, still loads of room. Bolt upright. It feels a little bit more cramped. You definitely need that bit of lean in the seat. I'd say it's as roomy back here as my F-Pace, which is a bigger car, so they've not done bad back here at all. 2 passengers in absolute comfort, 3 at a push. In headroom, I'm 5'10", there's loads. It does feel tall. So yeah, a bit of a shame that they've not put USB sockets in here, but I guess you could just get one of those USB devices with the twin USB ports.
They're only cheap, but it's a small thing. So we'll go and check out the front. Hopping in the front then. It's really quite nice in here. I like all the materials, the feel quality. I like the silver trim here. The contrast cream leather with black stitching is very nice. You've got reminders that you're in an X3 here, and in the door you know, there's no inferior plastics in this cabin until you get really far down, and even then there aren't many of them. So this being the M Sport, has the 10-inch widescreen touchscreen infotainment. You can control it via the iDrive, as you're probably used to with BMWs, but it's also now touchscreen as well. Gesture control is also available with upgrades. I'll talk you through some of the features of this interior. So this one has a few options on top of the standard spec, with the heads-up display and the upgraded Harman Kardon sound system. Unfortunately, it's not got the whole of the tech pack because you don't have the wireless charger or the gesture control for your stereo. So rather than going for the packages that BMW offer, you can actually option singular items such as the heads-up display. This model also has the £500 optional extra LED headlights, which are very nice.
Overall, the interior looks very classy. The materials are nice, everything really well thought out. Under the centre armrest, you have a fair amount of storage space. At the front of the centre console, you have a couple of cup holders, a 12-volt socket and a USB port. You can upgrade to a wireless charging pad too, although the space isn't very large. It doesn't actually fit my Galaxy S10 Plus, so may not be suitable for larger phones anyway. The glove box is fairly roomy. As a disclaimer, this may look like a large quantity of cocaine, however it is just seat covers. Honest.
I guess we should belt up, take it for a drive and see how this compares to other SUVs in this market.
Now this is where things went really wrong with the audio, but I can tell you that the X3 M Sport drives superbly. The 2-litre diesel engine is punchy and power is delivered smoothly through that 8-speed automatic gearbox. The driving position is good and the car has very little pitch and roll. Although it's an SUV, you don't feel very high up, so could be forgiven for thinking you're just in a saloon. But you do get the best of both worlds. It feels quite refined. To compare it to the Jaguar F-Pace I drive on a daily basis, this feels much better to drive. The boot space may be 100 litres shy, but in all other regards this BMW is the better car. It seems to give you more power from that 2-litre engine, the ride is smoother and less crashy, and don't even get me started on the gearbox. I pretty much envy all gearboxes, but this one is particularly good. In summary, the X3 has grown up a lot. It's no longer the useless little brother. It's now pretty much all the SUV you need. If you buy these sorts of cars because you like to be high up, this one's probably not for you. But if you want a good all-round 4x4 that's not too big, this is perfect. It will hold its value better than its rivals and stand up to the test of time due to BMW's ethos of evolution rather than revolution. That's it for this one. I promise no technical gremlins in the next. I have learnt not to feed Gizmo after midnight. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.